2, 1.
Ejection fellas. Yeah, what's going on? It's your boy DJ Soul in the building.
It's your boy Rick Mortis.
And always the guy in the chair.
It's Sly Coop, man.
Yeah, and this is Tap In Radio.
Queens in the building. It's heavy outside.
I probably peaked the mic just now, but I don't even give a good goddamn. Man. Yeah, right now we got one of the dopest female MCs coming out of Queens right now. Super. Are you
MC
fancy, huh?
period.
Are you fancy, huh? Yeah.
Mama
Fancy.
Diablo.
Go. What
Mama
is?
Diablo.
What else?
You know what I'm saying? Lady Rebel
Come on
in the
now.
house.
Fancy motherfucking LaFayette in the building. Goddamn.
Thank y'all. I love that intro. I love it. Thank y'all. I appreciate that.
Hold on though. One of the best MCs. Period.
Not even female. Period. I ain't gonna lie. I heard some of y'all,
Like-
some of her shit on the way here. Some other stuff, and y'all gotta step y'all game up. A lot of y'all dudes too gotta. Yeah. That y'all gotta get out of that drill. Pause. Yeah.
I'm like,
That was kind of.
and I can't wait to get in depth about the flow, about the style, about the energy, because there's a lot behind. There's a lot behind what you do. There's a lot behind your patterns. There's a lot
For
behind
sure.
your storytelling. There's a lot
For sure.
behind your deliverance. You know what I'm saying? So we about to
Deliverance. Ain't that a movie?
It is.
Ain't that the
But
movie
no
where she
banjo.
broke? Ain't that the movie where she broke the nigga ankles?
I've never seen it, but I seen the part with
I've never-
the special kid on the step with the banjo.
We're veering off.
Here we are. But like you started that. All right, not deliverance, delivery. Sorry.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna let Solar get
But
the
yeah,
question.
we gonna get into all of that, but first we gotta start at the beginning. Where are you from, Fancy?
Oh, come on. You already know. The biggest.
The biggest?
The biggest. I'm from Queens.
Big
North side to be, specific.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? North Hollis, Shadyville, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out South side, but North side is heavy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out South side. You from South side too?
No, I'm from North Side. I'm from Linden Boulevard.
Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah. That's the North. That's the North.
One of the first times it's even.
In a way, like that's the borderline part of St. Albans in Jamaica. Like,
That
Yeah,
is
but-
North Side Queens, my man.
That's
we ain't gonna
North.
have this
That's the
argument.
North. That's the North.
All right,
but,
so growing up in the North, like how did
Yeah.
that shape you? What your experience in the North Side of Queens? How did that shape you as an artist?
I mean, I had a great experience. I mean, my side, off of Hollis Avenue and whatnot, it was chill. I went to 34 elementary school down like Springfield and Hollis. And I actually kind of started rapping in elementary school. I had a little rap group with my friends on my block. It was called, it's called CRS.
Okay.
It was... No. I'm bugging. No,
I'm about to say,
CRS.
like Lupe, Diggy, and Asher Roth.
Child Rebel Soldiers.
We was CRS. It was 3. It was my homegirl Chudney. My government name, but I went by Rita, and then we had a Shack, so it was Chudney, Rita, Shack, and I was writing everybody rhymes. You know what I'm saying? I was
and
like
she
7.
was writing for the other two girls.
Facts, like
Rita?
we was writing.
So you was the Ice Cube of the squad.
I definitely
So
was.
like, what grade was that?
That had to be like possibly 3rd, but definitely 4th, 5th.
So what would y'all rap about? Like, what would you be putting out there? I would talk about like Ed and Eddie. I would talk about school lunch and shit. Like,
Honestly,
Don't lie.
I'm not gonna lie. So my father was cleaning out the attic and he found my old rap book. It was terrible. I'm talking about guns. I'm talking about stuff that I should not be talking about. Going to the club. I said, I said, pull up in the party with the cranberry Jaguar. Paparazzi snapping pictures. I'm a superstar. I'm 8 years old.
That's hard
What
though.
am I talking about? Like, I'm 8 years old. Like, I was talking about. I was talking about like stuff I shouldn't have been, but I also had a rap group with my cousins, and my brother wrote my cousin's raps. I wrote my own, so
okay.
Just so y'all know, she's reiterating every time she writes her own bars.
Facts.
Like there's no pen behind the female MC
help.
or the MC in general.
definitely not. Definitely not.
Even considerations. It's all.
Yes, for sure, 100%. So
Okay, so when did you start to take it serious?
Honestly, I didn't really start taking it serious until like 2017, 2018, I think it was. So like, I went to this Cinco de Mayo party with my homegirl, and we all get drunk. We having a good time. And whenever, I would play around with my friends and like do a little freestyle or whatever. And I freestyled at this house party, but it was like, I was messed up. But it was a lot. It just felt like everybody was looking at me type. And my homegirl was like, yo, you should record. And I was like, I'll think about it. And then she went on a cruise and she happened to bump into, I don't know if y'all know Scott Morris, More Bookings. She bumped into Scott and she was like, oh, my homegirl raps or whatever. And he was like, oh, we going out to Cali next month if she want to come out. And he flew me out there and I've been taking it serious ever since. So,
I mean,
yeah.
And shout outs to Life of Morris.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to Scott for sure. Yeah,
shout out to
for
him.
sure.
That just shows you when they talk about liquid courage.
Seriously.
Like, not to indulge or promote heavy drinking, but
yeah,
influence in different ways.
Yeah, and it could be a positive result, but don't drink.
Okay, so I hear a lot. Oh my God! Like when I listen to you rap, I hear like a lot of. I don't want to say influences, but I hear a lot of different cadences from like different artists. You know, so I get like. I get certain cadences like from Latifah, certain cadences from Lauren, Eve, Light, like you know what I'm saying. So it's like you can tell that you actually like love it and you actually like study those before you. So, but who I want to know exactly. So, who laid the blueprint for you musically in general?
I always use two different artists. I would say like kind of three. Like growing up. And shout out to my father, but because of him, I have this great knowledge of hip hop because he's a huge hip hop head. So from to and from school, to and from basketball practice, games, I'm in the car with him and I'm stuck to listen to what he's listening to. But he's listening to shout out to my father, but he's listening to like Pharoah Monch, Nas, Jay, like he's listening to like real music type. And I would say growing up, definitely Nas, because my father listened to a lot of Nas. And fun fact, he actually ended up on my block one time. I didn't get to physically see him, but he was on my block because Large Professor used to produce with this guy I grew up with. Well, he's like my sister's age, but definitely Nas growing up. But then I would say once I got older and I started to take music seriously, definitely J. Cole. And then creatively, Missy Elliott, because she is from writing to just her create, like she is an overall artist and she's amazingly talented. So I always throw in Missy, but definitely Cole and Kendrick too. Like it's like
I can hear it.
Yeah,
I can hear it.
definitely Kendrick.
Like
I was gonna say that too.
Thinking of that, is that like who also kind of influenced like the fast cadence? Because when you rap fast, I hear a lot of twisted energy. I can get some of Chip Fool vibes. I see some bone in there. I see some because when you spit fast, you are on that rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You are on that pattern. Like a lot of people will trip up and slip up, and you're just there catching it. And I'm just like, yo, I want to know who she looked to for this, because this is not this is not something that everybody can really dominate like that. And you are really killing it when you do that.
Appreciate you.
And I was also gonna say, I definitely hear the Cole, but I don't. Have you ever listened to like Cool G rap?
Yeah, for sure.
When you spit
I have to.
and
From
you make
Holland.
these scenarios and stories,
your stories.
I be hearing Cool G rap.
That's crazy.
Continuous flow too. Like,
that's crazy. I never got that one before.
That's a
Cool
big one. G rap. Yeah, that's tough.
That's crazy.
Because G rap influenced Nas, and you know what I mean. That's
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact.
I definitely hear it.
That is a fact. I never got that one before. That's interesting.
Okay, so let's like double back for a second. So being that you from Hollis, we all know what growing up in Hollis looks like and what that feels like. Even though we not from there, like being on Linden, I would hear things. You know what I'm saying? Him being from Southside and everything, like you still hear about Hollis and what goes on in it. So would you be able to paint a picture for those watching that don't know what that was like?
It was I would say it was just like fun. Like I'm from like I'm from Hollis, but I'm further down towards like Queens Village type.
Oh,
but my family and everything grew up in the heart of Hollis. So right over there by like Hollis Deli, 192 type. I would say that's the heart of Hollis. And
definitely.
And that's where it would go down at.
Definitely. And I used to go, like, me and my friends from the park, we used to walk up there, sometimes play ball. And it was just, I don't know, it was fun. Like, it was just fun. Like, it was a different feel. It was like, let's hurry up, go to the park, make it back before the sun go down, for our parents start bugging. And where y'all at? Y'all at 192 type? Street light and everything. And then my family had a heavy influence on Hollis. So like they, they had a Hollis burger on Hollis. And then we went in there and I was like, oh, that's my uncle. It's like, that's your uncle? And then I start talking to people and it's like not knowing like because my father and my uncles was heavy in the street. So they had a heavy influence in Hollis. So it's like it became family. Like you bump into people. Like it's people from Hollis I call my quote unquote cousins that we're not even related, but
it'd be like
we low key grew up together. So it was fun. It was definitely fun.
So you was one of them kids where it was like, oh, that's such and such daughter. Leave her alone.
Yeah, low key. Oh, that's Bernie's niece. Leave her alone. That's little Bernie's niece.
But that's good though. Like, and that's when streets, even though the streets is always bad, but it was still codes in play.
Yeah,
like
for
you
sure.
know what I mean. So it was still like and honestly, growing up, even though people were in the streets, it still was like the neighborhood is the neighborhood. So the kids weren't allowed to hang out on corners for too long. And the kids if something was going down in the park, like get out of here.
That's a fact.
Like y'all gotta leave.
That's
a
fact.
What I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I understand that.
Yeah, it was fun. But I ain't gonna front, most of my time outside was on my block. I can't even say like it was an everyday thing going down to 192. 214 for Hollis, that's the soul of like, I even have a song called 214. I don't even know if y'all realize that correlation, but I grew up on 214th Street and it's like, that's who, to this day, like that's who I am. Like I lived there all my life.
I be bumping y'all joints. You, the rest of the rebels, I really be bumping y'all all the time. Like I'm one of y'all biggest fans. You know what I'm saying? So I'm look for that.
Yeah, it's coded in there, but not like I'm from. But it's if you listen, you'll get it.
I got you.
Yeah,
I hear that.
That's hard. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how do you lock in, like creatively?
Honestly, it just comes like. I'll be at work or something and it's like a one-liner will come and then like next thing you know, like I have a whole verse written and it's like, all right, what I'm gonna do with this? I might not have the beat, but I gotta find something and put it together. So honestly, there's times where I've sat, like if I have to do a verse, right? And let's say I waited to the last minute. When I sit there and I'm like, what I'm gonna write to this person's song, it doesn't come. So, like when some features I don't write until, honestly, I'm in the car on the way to the studio. It just sometimes, I lie to you not. I just did a feature on Friday that I low-key was like, and he wanted 2 different versions of the verse too. And I was like, damn, I gotta be there in 2 hours. But it just I listened to the beat and it just didn't come to me until like, sometimes it's that pressure, like, all right, I got 2 hours and then it's like, boom, boom. But sometimes it just comes like randomly and it's like I have a whole song and it's like I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, so I don't really have a method. It just
I get that totally though. There's definitely times where I think the pressure and also like the feeling of whoever you on the feature with, you gotta kind of feel it when you there. A lot of times when I'm with Fitty, most of my stuff is in the studio. Like somebody be like, yo, they need something for Tuesday. I'm like, I gotta go to the studio and write it. Because if I do it at home,
yeah.
There's times to be like, yo, I need some influence. All right. And I'll be like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But all right, I'll be there.
That makes sense though. I wanted to ask you about like, you got any advice for like writer's block or anything as like an artist?
I would say like just give yourself a break. Like, just take a moment. Like, I've been there before where it's like, yo, I have 4 more bars. It's not coming. And I'll be like, I'll walk away for a day and then it'll come. Or I've written songs where it's like, I have the verses in the hooks. I know the cadence, the hook, I'm like, but I don't know what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And
you playing out the pattern, you playing out the sound. Like that's what you want to do. Like, damn, I'm gonna feel this shit.
And I know how I want it to feel, but I just can't get it. And then it'll click. Like, okay, You know, so sometimes I just walk away from it for a day or two and just let it happen. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
it'd be like that though, because you want to put you be so hyped to do it.
Right.
And then it'd be your body, your mind be like, nah.
Sometimes you're too deep in the passion, and then it's like, I'm getting lost in the
It's
feeling.
been so many times, like I've been trying to create, and I just like, I don't know. I know I want to do this. I know for a fact this is what I want to do to this song, and da da da. But how do I get here? And you just stuck like a motherfucker. Then it just take one.
Yeah.
One line, one move, one, and then you just like boom, 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 boom.
That happened to me the other day. I've been writing this poem for like a year and a half. And like I wrote it in pieces, not realizing I wrote it in pieces. Like I had one untitled over here, and I had one untitled over here, and then he would hear the different pieces, and they'll be like, "That kind of sound like the other joint." I'm like, "Yeah, but it's different." Like, no, it's not. But yeah, all right, I got you, Rick.
But cool, do
and
your
then
thing,
next thing you know, I'm like, I'll put them together, and I'll say something like, "Oh shit," and I'm right there, like going right into the finish of it, right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so. What headspace were you in when you wrote Temptation?
That's another one that just came to me. I swear. Shout out to Streeter G, this producer I met randomly. Like I met him on Instagram and he liked my, music, and he just threw me like 5 beats, not like 6 beats.
Mm-hmm.
And I played it and I was like, okay. So I knew in my mind I wanted to. I've been working on an EP like for the longest, right? But I knew in my mind.
That's rebel shit.
We not gonna say like y'all not going.
Rebel
I'm
shit.
It literally is
we was
rebel
bumping your
shit.
music on the way over here, and I was like, "Yo, she pissing me off."
It literally is rebel shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's so funny because
I gave you your props though. I was like, she been working. Like,
working,
always
at
working.
Working.
Just hurdles. A lot of shit happened, So we here.
Right.
Speaking of rebel shit, well, what next question you was up to, La? Because I was about to ask something.
Don't know, but she ain't finished her thought.
No.
Okay. You're right.
He asked me about where's my headspace when I wrote.
Yes.
So it I knew I wanted to do this EP where I titled it Hors d'oeuvres. Because it, I felt like my last project, I really gave my all. Like, and that's like one of my, I've done mixtapes here and there, but Shantae's Interlude, like that's my baby.
That is,
like,
I felt that one.
I hold that close to my heart. Like I have Mama Diablo, that's like a mixtape. I got different flows and it's just to showcase my talent. But Shantae's Interlude, I feel like I laid it all out there, like honestly. And then, I was like, then I got in my head to follow up, like you have to push yourself harder than you did for Shantae's Interlude. Mm-hmm. And, ironically, this producer sent me these beats and I knew I wanted to go with, the hors d'oeuvre type of feel in a sense where it's like, I feel like I gave y'all my all and now I'm not going to give you that. Now you're going to get a sample, like a hors d'oeuvre in a sense.
Okay.
Which is the title of my EP I've been working on for a while. But listen, this year for sure. And
for sure.
So I just like, the first bar is how many jaws I had to pick up off the floor. Can't name a challenge I've endured. Maybe I'm overlooking, but can't spot a flaw. And it's like, what am I doing? Like, what is it that I'm not doing that y'all like? You feel me? Like, do y'all feel me? Like,
say that one more time. I didn't hear it.
I said, how many jaws I had to pick up off the floor. Can't name a challenge I've endured. Maybe I'm overlooking, but can't spot a flaw. Or an entity on same accords. The way that I have soared. At times I'm bored, but lackluster is something I can't afford. Hors d'oeuvres. So it's like,
yeah.
Get y'all wordplay up. Get y'all wordplay up.
I love when you spit that one. Because then you go and sing your hors d'oeuvres. And then, it's smooth as shit.
For sure. So,
that's hard. I like that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite joints.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So, like you said, the project that you're working on is hors d'oeuvres, and this is one of the songs that's on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll be the intro. And
it has to be.
Yeah. for sure.
How many joints you got completed already?
I have 2 for certain that are like mixed and everything.
Okay.
Then I have another one. I have about 3 more in mind and I'm trying to just figure out if I want to do another one, which would be 6. So I'm just trying to figure out the rest of the beats, and I just wanted to still, even though it's an EP, still flow and make sense, and not just like a random sample of songs. So
coming
Just
up
trying to
with
feel it
like a EP, like how are you? What comes to mind when developing the structure? Like, what are you trying to like let's see. I think like an essay almost, like how you got your intro, your body, your conclusion and stuff or whatever. So like whenever you're building the EP, like what are you looking to deliver?
So just in a sense, like project wise in general, I was always a fan, like growing up, of like projects where each song flowed into the next. Like you might even hear on the end of this song, like the interlude coming in, and then the next track is. I'm trying to think of an album
vintage.
Like
that's
that.
vintage ever. That's vintage because Busta got songs like that. Who else got songs? Jay-Z got a lot of albums like that. Nas got songs like that. A lot of great artists. Even Kendrick has music like that will feel like Good Kid, Mad City. It's telling a story. It's going right into the other songs. It's telling you what's going on.
Yeah, everything makes sense.
Mr. Morale, like so I understand.
Conceptual bodies of work.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And that's a great example. I couldn't think of one, but Good Kid, Mad City is that example where it's flowing into the interludes.
Pass
and
the bottle. He ain't the one that got fucked up.
So the storytelling. So with me, like it doesn't have to be like this song is me walking out the house. This song is me at the store, but at least the feel of it makes sense. And it's like, all right, the intro, she's saying, all right, we don't deserve, what I'm saying? Like hors d'oeuvres, like y'all don't deserve the whole entree. And then, for example, I have this track where it's basically like me like constructing a B and E on a house, but the house is the music game.
Ooh.
Okay.
So that it goes into that. And I just wanted to transition well and like have a point.
Tough. I like that.
Yeah. So
B&E.
Yeah.
That's just like Good Kid. Word.
Facts.
Hey man, there's somebody in this room.
Facts.
There's somebody in this room. So what do you enjoy more? Do you enjoy this, like, I don't want to say random, but do you enjoy like just making music as far as like what's the words I'm looking for? Do you enjoy being conceptual, or do you enjoy just like freestyling and just letting me get on the feature or whatever?
Like, would you build a structure? Would you rather just go off the top?
It really depends, like where I'm at, because I have those conceptual songs. Like my song Cascade is literally about.
I was about to talk about that.
It's about the movie ATL.
ATL, it's literally like literally.
You can see,
and
she's like from Nunu's standpoint, like she's telling the story.
Oh yeah, I got to get into that.
Facts. And I had the opportunity to get Brooklyn on the song. So shout out to Albie. That's my guy. I'll be back. He's not on the song like on iTunes, but if you check the video out, he's in the video. So.
Okay.
Dope.
That's dope.
Love.
That's real dope. I like that.
So it really depends on my mood. I like to be very conceptual and kind of like, have people thinking like, like kind of like real lyricism type, like different entendres. Did I say that right?
Entendres.
You
said it entirely wrong.
I said it wrong, right?
No, you said it right.
I said it right. All right, bet. So that. And have people thinking a little bit, but I also like to
just bar
just bar it up. Like I really do. I enjoy that as well.
You got to
I
at
really
times.
do.
So that shows good like writer's capability. It shows good like creation, because you want to tap into the brain, you want to tap into the spirit. You want them to follow the journey that you're taking them on, and like your brainchild, your vision. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, I think she just be wanting to eat niggas up. Like, y'all not nice for real. I be hearing the features.
I mean, you can hear it too, but she's being modest about it, and she's talking about.
So let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
Since you just like to like bar up and go at whoever, you gonna help out Joey?
I would love to have been a part of that. Honestly,
it ain't over.
It ain't over.
They talking right now like, ain't nobody from New York gonna help Joey.
He need help. What? He
That's
got
a
Absol.
fact.
He got Ray Vaughn. He got Reason. It's like 3 against 1. Like
They
jumping him.
He don't really got reason. Let's talk about it real quick. He don't really got reason.
I'm gonna keep it 100 because we're gonna do the reaction. I didn't watch. Only thing I saw was the Red Bull joint.
Yeah, that was fire.
I didn't
That's
see
true.
that.
We
was fire.
gotta watch all.
I
of
didn't
them.
see
I didn't
nothing
see
else
that
either.
either.
But Reason came back with a track.
I
Well,
saw
not
it.
even come back. Like what Reason did to me was how I felt kind of about Cole jumping in front of Drake from Like That. When we all knew Like That is for you, Drake. I'm with Metro, I'm with Future.
Yeah.
It's for you. But you took that one line and was like, oh no, I gotta come at you for 5. It's like,
yeah.
Yeah,
and then
that's a fact.
Reason is talking about the entirety of New York. It's like, why you gotta say fuck me for?
Like Jim and 50 did.
Right.
Bro, he started
you got
coming
a
at the
point.
culture, all of it, and all he said in the song was like, he basically made a line on the fact that he got dropped by TDE or allegedly got dropped. Maybe he parted ways.
Now that whole thing kind of unfolded on fake.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. You shooting at the wrong people. Don't shoot at Joey. Shoot at TDE.
Yeah, you got. You got to.
But he's not gonna do that.
Of course.
Yeah, you ain't gonna. You don't want those problems.
Yeah.
But,
That's just why I'm not putting him
okay
in the bubble. Like, it's like you made a whole song off of a dude saying the situation that the dude he going at, they put you in that. Like that it was your album rollout. It was your album rollout.
Yeah.
And you was on camera and they like, who no Reason? That's the president of the company you want.
Yeah, that's
You're like,
foul as
who no
hell.
Reason? That's not our fault. You join, bro. They call
that's
you useless.
That's foul. I'm not gonna lie.
And then you come at New York.
They got me tight.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he gotta chill. Now that I think about it, he gotta
Displaced anger.
That's insane,
Right.
bro.
He gotta chill.
All right,
He need
so
therapy. He need therapy.
let's get into this game right quick. Sly, what you got for us?
Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
we got a game that we made for
Yeah,
the
yeah,
artists
yeah,
everybody
yeah.
alike.
Okay.
We want to ask you something about your experience because you were vet in this.
Okay.
So we call it first, worst, and best. Now, you can feel this. If you want to make this a song, I want to make it a show. I want to ask this about a show or performance. But whatever you want to, do a show. Your first, how was your first? What was your worst? And what was your best?
Okay.
Word.
First was Cali.
Ooh.
It was cool. But what I can say, me looking back, now, like I really didn't know much about performing and I was a little timid and I was rapping over my tracks, which I hate as an artist.
Yeah.
I hate that.
You was pulling it. Never mind.
You know, so-
I say you was pulling it.
They rapping over. They don't know the words.
They don't know the words. Now I'm a little more seasoned. I understand the importance of having a performance track. Because if not, you could just play the song and stand there and just let everybody listen to the song. So, I would say Cali my first. It was a good experience. So it was good. But Cali was my first.
Mm-hmm.
My worst, I would say, was a show I did in Queensbridge.
Oh man!
Wow! Tell us.
It was shout out to him. I think his name is Piff Jones. Piff. He's from Queensbridge. He be with Davies and stuff. But he had a Loopy Fest, right? He had a show, and it was supposed to be in a park under the Queensboro Bridge or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Cop shut it down and went into the handball court. So it was like, all right, cool. This is cool. It was one of those shows, but shout out to him, nothing against him and everything. But I hate those type of shows where it's like, I come on stage, I'm with 50 people. And because I'm up front, all my 50 people are here dancing and stuff. And as soon as I get off stage, all 50 disperse. So now it's a black hole. People don't want to step up and support. Yeah. So this is the first show I got on stage. I do my like, hey, what's up, y'all? When I say fancy, I say baby. I said fancy. All right, cool. I see how this is gonna go.
Oh my God.
I did my performance, whatever. And I was like, I go by the name of Fancy. Thank y'all. I gave the mic to the dude, and I just went through the crowd. They parted. I just went through the crowd. But you hear, yo, Fancy, yo, you hear, oh, why she leaving? Oh, girl, you did so well. And I'm just tunnel vision, like, I'm out of here. It was just,
don't fuck with me now.
I'm out of here. I'm looking at my phone. I'm like getting calls. I'm like, but I'm never, like, I feel that gives off like a little sore loser vibes. But in my, like, I'm the artist that's in front supporting the artist that went before me. Like, I'm that supportive artist. Like, I feel like if somebody has the courage to get on the stage, let's give them a chance. Let's hear them out. You don't have to clap and dance, but at least pay attention. And I'm the type of artist, I don't leave a show until the last show. I mean, until the last artist go. I don't perform and dip. So I performed and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, and I just realized maybe my type of music is y'all want to dance and get sturdy. I'm out. Here you go.
I think
Have
a
a
lot
good
of them
night.
just don't even like understand the etiquette of like what's going on. Like,
Right.
Yeah,
they just there. They thinking about what they doing after and da da da. My friend, they don't know how to rap. Like it
And
be
some of them be
I feel you, though.
extremely geeked up too, like where they just not focused on nothing.
They be sticking.
They
Like,
just
you know.
fried. They just did. Once they homeboy
That
hit
would
and
be
they
fried.
Yeah.
They be fried. And it was one of those
The
performances. And
moment
it
they
was
mans
like,
is out, they trying to go get some food.
right. Like y'all could at least like hear me. Y'all hear me? Just talking. Look, I'm like,
Nah, yeah, I feel you though, because it's off-putting. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm here to do my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to do the show. I will do. And then it's like, okay, if the crowd ain't fucking with me, what I'm staying for?
yeah, I'm out of
The
here.
art don't be respected. But
Right.
Yeah.
So you did one track and that was it?
I did. Well, here's the thing, right? And I don't mean to go on.
No,
about this.
go ahead.
It was proposed to me like we were going to be the headliners for him.
Mhm.
Shout out to Cash Sinatra because he was on that lineup as well. And I get there and it's like a line next to the DJ. So I go to him. He's like, "Oh, what's up? Give your music to the DJ." I did. "Oh, you got to give it to him." All right. So I'm in line to give my music and I realize it's basically like an open mic type of thing.
yeah.
And I'm like,
Niggas lined you.
what is this? Like, what is this? So I go up front, I'm like, yeah, I'm quote unquote headlining or whatever. And the DJ is like, "Oh, I didn't know nothing about no headlines. You got 2 songs." No, I was told I have a 15-minute set. So that is already got me.
Wow.
Then he's calling people up and it's like, "Oh, we got Fancy up next." I thought I was next. I'm not, you could, I don't even want to be here. Go ahead. you could,
This shit giving me
you could do
anxiety already.
You can take my set time and do yours. I don't even want to, you feel me? And
I wasn't even there and I'm getting anxiety.
you know, it was just one of those. And I realized the crowd wasn't my type of crowd. So I was respectful about it. All right, y'all have a good night. And I dipped. And people was like, "Wait, girl." I just hear them in the background. "Yo, you did well. Yo, Fancy. Yo, where you going, girl?" I'm out. I don't hear nobody. I don't see nobody, but my car's starting up.
How you walking to the boop, boop. Fuck out of here.
I'm walking through Queensbridge.
What's the end of that Missy track? She's like, "Hey, Missy."
Hey, listen.
Yo,
shit.
talking all this stuff. Yeah, gossip
Yo,
folks.
for real, facts.
But
So, but yeah.
all right. Well, we need your best.
Yeah,
and
your
my
best.
best, I would honestly say it's split between 2. So I had headlined a show. I was doing this tour with Distinguish the God. It's like a 30-minute.
Shout out to
Shout out to
this
shout out to
Henry.
Distinguish. Y'all know shout out Distinguish.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to
man.
Distinguish.
My brother's right there. I'm sorry I missed your
Yeah.
party.
He was the only like 18-year-old nigga rocking a suit.
Yeah, still. Right with
Nigga
us.
still
spitting
rocking a
bars,
suit.
This,
Yo.
whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah. Shout out Distinguish. He was, he was putting together a tour for independent artists and, in the area. And we did shows in the boroughs, and each artist had like a 30-minute, like their own, no, it's 45 minutes, their own show. They would headline for 45 minutes, and then the rest of us would headline for them. And I had a show, nice venue in Brooklyn. My mother came out, my aunts came out. I had a big turnout. 45 minutes straight of just my music. It was so much fun.
Wow.
So
That's fire.
yeah, it was really
Shout
dope.
out to Distinguish for that. For real.
Shout out to
Damn, word.
Distinguish.
Clap it out.
Yeah,
Distinguish. Word.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
amazing.
And then honestly, I would say my second best show was at the Nest. And I say that to say,
Because you already know.
Yeah.
You already know. If y'all
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know the type of shows that we used to throw at the Nest,
yeah,
it was full of energy. All right. It was full of involvement. We actually let the artist be the artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there was the vibe of stuff. There's graffiti on the walls. There's good drinks with good prices, good people,
Yeah.
good DJs. Hello. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, K Marco.
Yes, talk about it,
K
though.
Marco, all of them.
Yeah,
Shout outs to
yeah.
On the Mic with Bex.
Bex.
Shout out to Bex.
Bex.
That
Shout out
was the
to you,
Nest.
Bex.
Shout outs to the pod. Shout outs to the show.
Word.
Shout outs to
For
the
sure,
Nest.
for
For sure.
Yeah, beautiful show.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I would say that was one of my best. I think I headlined for y'all. I think I had a 30-minute set, but I would say I I rate my best on like sometimes I slip up.
That's why everybody was screaming, "Fuck that nigga."
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly the show.
I saw your face. She was like, "Hey," everybody like, "Fuck that nigga." They let that shit run for like at least
For
2 minutes.
real. Thanks, but yeah, like it was fun. And then like I always rate my performances, or like sometimes I slip up because like some of my songs is like I'm like there's no breath until like the 16th bar. So sometimes like I'll get it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hold
sometimes
on.
I get it though.
Hold on.
She be going, man. She be going.
Sometimes I go and sometimes I'll be.
She be on some, I'm telling you, man. She
I
be on
don't
some
really
busy
think y'all
bone.
understand what she just said.
But she be on some busy bone shit, son. Like
There's
when
no
she spit her
breath
joint,
until the
we be looking like yo,
bar.
Yo, man, did she inhale?
It's
Like
tough.
somebody's whole first verse is like that's when you take your breath.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Type shit.
Yes, it depending on the freestyle.
Like when Ace
or whatever.
Ventura about this, explains.
Low key. When I be
Word.
rehearsing, I'm like, I could do it. And some shows I knock it out. And some shows I
Yo,
stumble a little
Nah, it
bit.
don't
You know.
depend
Real
on the
quick,
nigga.
that
Sometimes people
shows-
smoke that air get real tight in there.
But that right
Facts.
there, that's a crazy technique. That's an amazing level of control.
Yeah.
That's something that for you to already have that established for yourself, that shows, you know, how in depth you are when it comes to your skill and when it comes to this, like, you know, this technique of being an MC. And it's a technique. Like when they
Yeah.
say like, yo, the woo technique, whatever, no, it really is a technique to that. That's not easy. You know, it's
Not at
almost
all.
like holding your breath underwater because you have to say all of those words at the same time and still control the amount of air leaving your lungs.
Right.
You
Amazing.
Yeah,
It's tough.
it were. You amazing for that shit.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
All right.
Thank
So-
you.
Dope though.
That was first, best, worst, or first, worst, and best, however you want to say it. With
Mhm.
Yeah, we
Fancy
gonna get it
Flair.
together.
But now we're going to get back into these questions. We only got a couple, probably like 2, 3 more.
Mama
Alright, cool.
Diablo.
So
Cool.
my question to you would be, if let's say a record exec came to you right now, like, yo, look, you want to work with you, we want to put you in a feature with anybody, who would that be?
Anybody?
Yeah. Like manifesting your feature right now or features.
It would have to. I can't pick two, right?
You can pick how many you want.
It's so hard because Kendrick and Cole are like they're like equal to me, but I feel like Kendrick. I would love to be on a track with Kendrick. Yeah.
He was like,
I would love to.
He's like, fuck Cole. No, I'm sorry.
Nah, chill.
I
We
would
rock
love
with Cole. We
to.
rock with Cole.
I just feel like he's so. You never know how he's gonna switch up his style, what cadence. Like, I would love that.
So it'd be like all right, this would be my test type shit.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
probably go.
Woo.
I would go the hardest I ever went
Okay.
ever
I
in
could
life.
definitely hear you with Cole too because
Yeah.
not, you know, like Cole always, like to me, even being from Fayetteville, the fact that he lived in Queens, he always carried a Queens
Nah,
energy
for
about
real.
him.
Yeah, for sure.
And
You know?
not for
Yeah.
nothing. Even though it was like people be saying, "Oh, it's easy for you to do that on somebody else's song like her," but I fuck with Bia. Like I don't care what nobody say. I fuck with
Yeah,
Bia.
be cool.
Yeah, she cool
Bia,
for what
yeah.
she do. I be like, I
Yeah,
fuck
Bia
with Bia.
cool.
Like her laid back flow. I like that
Yeah,
shit.
She said, "Bia cool."
Bia, no,
Yeah,
I
you
say
hear
that.
her, right? You hear her, right?
Bia-
I mean,
Bia
yeah,
cool.
I-
No, I'm
Bia-
saying that
Bia
because
cool, but-
I just heard a song with her on it, and I'm like, okay, she walked. She did a song with DDG. I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
on his
yeah.
new album.
Yeah, she walked. I was like, okay.
No,
that
Bia-
was a dope verse. You
Bia
know.
can
Yeah.
spit, but her flow is mad laid back. I love her, but when she
Yeah.
did London with
Oh,
J.
yeah.
Cole,
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
she kind of turned
Fire.
up a bit too.
yeah.
But Cole, when he was rapping and he was like spitting in a London accent, he was like top on the pop on your list. He
Yeah.
was going crazy.
yeah, he was going crazy. Cole,
So
Cole is
yeah,
a
I fuck with
monster.
Cole heavy. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
what nobody say about him backing out of the battle. He's still top 3.
Nah,
to
he
me.
knew,
Yeah, for
he knew
sure.
I had to do that. But yeah, this ain't about me.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Y'all
was.
got
for real, that shit was hard.
It's deeper than rap at this point, y'all.
Yeah, let me walk away.
Yeah. for sure.
So what would you do? You want to be on a label or do you want to stay independent?
I mean, if I did, well, if I was on a label, it would have to be Dreamville or TDE. Honestly.
Copy.
Yeah, it would have
Man,
to
you
be.
manifesting right now.
Yeah,
Watch,
for
watch.
sure. Other than that, no. But I think that's just me just idolizing my idols and wanting to be in that space. Is what I'm saying. TDE, Dreamville. I just want to be around niggas like, what's going on?
What you doing?
What y'all doing?
Hey, Cole,
Be a
yeah,
foul.
get on there right quick.
Yeah, I just want
Look, that's valid energy to manifest. Like
Yeah.
you want to
Nah,
walk in the
that's
right
real.
path.
That's
For
real. I
sure.
forgot what I was watching. Somebody. Oh, you know what? Was it Lady London? Nah, it might have been somebody else, but somebody was like the first time they met Cole, he was supposed to do a song with them. And when he got into the room, they was chilling, and then she was talking to somebody, and they was like talking about some drama shit. And the nigga bounced like, "Yeah, I'm out of here." Cause I forgot what female rapper it was.
The nigga don't like playing with his energy.
Right,
wasn't-
I know who you're talking about too. I can't
Yeah.
think of it.
But see, the
Don't
thing
like
about it
playing
is,
with
it's
his
like
energy at
that's
all.
the type
That's
of
crazy.
energy you want to be around. Like
Yeah,
he come in, he want to like handle his business for real.
right.
If
Like
you in there
work.
talking about other shit, I ain't got time for it. I'm out.
No.
So you talking
Hell
about
no.
love and hip hop shit? Yeah, I'ma holler at y'all, man. I'm out.
Yeah, we.
You
Take
gonna
your
do
money,
this
man.
tomorrow?
Take your money.
Yo.
When you saged
For real.
yourself and your energy.
That wasn't Glow?
Was it Glow?
Was it Glow that said that?
I don't know.
Hmm.
We're gonna have to look it up. We're
Yeah,
gonna figure it out in
it's-
post. We're gonna figure
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
out. But yeah. But that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. The type of energy, people that's gonna make you work, people that's like they're into the art of it.
Yeah.
So it'll be Cole, it'll be
For sure.
Kendrick. Even if you get into a room with Pharrell, it's like, yeah, nigga, we gonna elevate this shit.
Yeah.
And not for nothing, people shit on him a lot right now. But even if you get into a room with Swizz, Busta Rhymes, them niggas is like, I
Yeah.
was working.
Nigga said
Especially
people.
if Busta like what you got
Us.
going on.
Nah, I ain't
Especially-
mean it. I fuck with
Yeah,
Swizz.
yeah.
Don't do
Like,
that.
Yeah,
Talk
Busta,
about it's
yeah.
us. No,
If
nigga, it's
Busta
people. 'cause
respect
it ain't
you,
me.
he gonna make you spit.
Yeah.
Like, he's
Yeah.
gonna pull his
Yeah.
potential out. Like, nah,
Right,
yo,
right,
you
right.
gotta do this, yo.
Nah, yeah.
So like, when it
Hold on,
comes-
can I,
Yeah.
real quick? I want to piggyback. Just I could hear you with. I think you go crazy in like the realms of Griselda. I think you give them work. I think you would give them
Yeah.
work on.
I was
tracks.
thinking
Like,
Doja Cat too.
she gonna give Doja work.
I know she
and I
is.
love
But I
Doja.
feel-
Cat.
I think
no,
Doja-
But
no,
she gonna
I
give
feel like-
Doja
I feel
work.
like I feel like they would make a good song together.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
get
Like
you.
a
Agreed.
good song together. You know.
Nah, for sure. That's
Nah,
hard.
yeah. Griselda, yeah, because that boom bap. Yeah. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Word.
what?
Yeah, for sure.
Like you and Conway on a joint would be crazy.
Man, more manifestations
I
happen.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. I like that.
For sure. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Shit, it might happen tomorrow. You never know. So
Hope not.
with that being said,
Mhm.
where do you see yourself fitting, if at all? Like even if you want to, I don't know if you want to fit, so to
Mhm.
speak, but like ranking, like where do you place yourself when it comes to these artists? Because yeah, we got Glorillaz, we got the Megs, and they have a certain type of style that they rap with, but then you got
Yeah.
Lady London, you got Lola Brooke, you got Doechii. You know what I'm saying? You got these artists, these women artists that's like, no, I can actually rap, nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, where do you place yourself amongst them?
I would say I'm definitely, if it was a category to place them in, for sure, like the Rhapsodies.
Mm.
Oh yes,
Yeah. I would
yes.
say the Rhapsodies.
I'm sorry for forgetting about rap.
Lady London's dope. Lady London. Who's really barring out there? Shout out. I'll even give like I don't want to say local shout out because she's from Queens. Kaya Baby.
Oh yeah,
We were
Shout
talking
out to
about that
Kanye,
earlier.
yo.
Yeah,
I-
Need
We were
you.
definitely
I'ma
talking
holler
about
at
that
you soon.
earlier.
I low key kind
You
of
and Kai on the ooh.
grew up watching Kaya. I don't know if y'all remember the whole Queens Get Light scene
Yes.
with
Yeah.
Flip and
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
G
yeah,
Money
yeah,
and all
Yeah,
that.
shout out
Yeah.
to G Money.
Yeah, shout
yeah.
big. That's my
Shout
guy.
out G
Shout
Money.
out G.
Flip.
That's my
It's
homie
a
right
legend
there.
out there.
So it's
Family
like,
right there.
and then I remember as that whole Get Light, like Queens, like whole vibe and the we fresh young ladies. We get on the radio. Kaya's on the radio.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
low key grew up listening to Kaya. So shout out to Kaya. I met Kaya a few times. We definitely know each other. And I mean, locally, I definitely like she, like yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
man. I tell
And-
this story all the time. I played New York Energy one day at this joint I was doing, and everybody's turning like, "Yo, what's that?" But these are the Get Light crew. I was in front of them from Harlem.
Okay.
And
Okay.
they was like,
Light
"Yo,
feet
fam,
dances,
what's
the light feet,
that?"
though, you know what I'm saying? The
They
light feet
shazamming
dances.
like, "Yo."
Nah, like light feet dances will definitely let you know when your shit banging out.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
Once they start getting busy too, and they keep running it back. Yes.
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
that. Okay,
For
bet.
sure, yeah.
How you feel
Sims.
about Sims? Lil Sims.
Little
You
Sims.
have it? She's
Yeah,
a
Little Sims. Who that?
I think she's from the UK, but she's
Yeah.
on mad.
Yes,
she's,
I know who you're talking about.
She's out here.
She was in Top Boy, right?
I didn't fully watch Top Boy. I just know she's been on she's from like the blog era and up, like the tail end of the blog era and up.
Because if we're talking about the same one,
she got a track on the Venom album, all of that. Like she been out here.
She got that song on the Venom joint is hers. Like the Venom soundtrack to the movie, right?
And it's like UK sounding girl rapping. Yeah. Little Sims.
Isn't she in the movie too?
Yeah. She's in the movie. She's rapping in the movie.
Yeah, rapping her song
in
the
the
movie.
Top Boy, yo.
Little Sims.
She's a dope lyricist.
Fire.
Little Sims.
Little Sims go crazy.
Let me check her out.
All right, so last question, then you gonna get into these bars for real, cuz.
Okay.
I don't gangbang. If you had your younger self in front of you right now, what would you tell her?
I would say, never lose sight. Dog eat world. Never lose fight. Worry about your own, not another man's plight, and keep your grass cut because the snakes like to bite.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like
More
really?
bars.
Did you like really practice saying that to
bars.
yourself when you was younger?
No, that's that's on the intro of Shantae's interlude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Shantae, never lose sight. Dog eat
Yeah,
world.
but like I was like,
never
did
lose
you
sight.
really think about like telling yourself that?
No, seriously. Yeah, like, and I would also tell my younger self, like, stop being so timid. I was such a timid child. Like, down to like playing ball. Like my father would be like, get more aggressive. And it's like, I was just a timid kid, like great basketball player, just timid. I ain't want to hustle and get on the floor and potentially scrape my knee. Can I just shoot and box out?
Can I just?
She's a lady.
Post her in the corner?
You know? Can I just
She's a lady.
Yo.
That's jokes. No, that's jokes.
You want to
Seriously,
spot
yo.
up shoe all goddamn day.
For
Get the
real.
rebound, goddamn.
Seriously. That's all I want to do. But
Let's do that, man.
That's what's up, though. Like, that's a good message
Yeah.
right there. That's a good message
All
for
right, that's
Yeah.
the
definitely
young
a
ones
good
coming
message.
up. People like even for people now who still feel like they struggling with something. That message in itself is a good message to put out.
yeah, for sure. Never doubt yourself.
Never,
Never doubt
ever,
yourself.
ever.
So speaking about down yourself, I'm sorry. I got
No. Do you think?
Nah,
Let's go. We rolling. We rolling.
Nah, 'cause I got a question.
who got the better 3-pointer? Fancy
Mm-hmm.
or Steph Curry?
I mean, look, I'll give Steph a problem now.
Oh,
I'm not-
yeah.
I really was not
Nah, don't
a
even take it back.
3-point shooter though, so he got that. Yeah, I give him that. I'm a shooter though, but I was
Yeah,
always
shooters
either
gotta
the
shoot.
4 or the 5 because I was always one of the taller girls, so I never really got the chance to get out there. But now shit, you got centers shooting threes like nothing. So
I hate every
Nice.
second. of it.
yo,
Look,
But-
you need the highlight. You need the highlight tape. All right, stop playing.
yo, for real, I got
And this is my last because you know I had to do it.
That's all.
So, south side, north side of the building. You know what I'm saying? Margaritas all day.
Oh
all right?
my god,
Margaritas pizza all day.
I always
Listen.
felt
Absolutely.
like Gabby's was a better pizza restaurant.
Gabby's is
Restaurant, because you
Listen,
have other
listen,
things to go
no,
eat
no,
at
no,
Gabby's.
no.
I was eating mussels and spaghetti. I'm like, it's good. You can sit down, chill in there. Yeah.
Listen,
But
mussels
if
and
Margaritas
spaghetti.
had that space,
Yeah, you come on.
it's over for
You got
y'all.
no
But at the end of the
space.
day, the
Y'all
pizza
niggas
is still
talking
better.
infrastructure.
Come on.
The pizza
Yeah.
is still better.
That what makes it.
You can't come to Queens.
I had
First
Gabby,
of all, that
I had
dude
Gabby's recently.
that dude that went by was
Ass.
talking about, yeah, I'll take this, is whatever. Fuck you.
Yo, he-
David
Like,
Portnoy?
yeah, but like
David Portnoy.
margaritas all day. If it was
Yeah,
too
he
hot,
was at
when you bit the slice when the
Margaritas.
first came, you
Who the
couldn't.
fuck is David Portnoy?
Then don't come
Some
over
white
here
dude.
talking crazy about you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Why are
the
you
best
here?
pizza
Sir?
in
Fuck out of
Jamaica,
here.
Queens, in
What are you
Queens,
talking about?
It's
or
Gabby.
Southeast Queens is Gabby.
Hold on, Fancy. You said it's what?
Gabby.
Can't
Why
be.
you think it's Gabby?
No, it's
Because
margaritas.
let me
I'm
tell
sorry.
you, it's like you said, it's the aesthetic. You know, it's
Aesthetic? How
Yeah,
the
yeah,
pizza
that-
taste?
Listen, listen. It's the aesthetic because look, you walk in, it's like, yeah, I feel it. I feel the Italian love. Margaritas.
Get your shit.
Feel that
Get out of
shit,
here,
margaritas.
bro.
Oh no, I
Sometimes there's nowhere to stand in margaritas. You be like, oh, this shit must
Good.
be good.
Good.
I gotta
see,
get two. Give me two in that fruit punch right
Listen,
now.
Here's my
They-
only gripe with margaritas. Here's my only gripe with margaritas, and it's a personal
That's
preference.
because they don't take card.
No, I don't give a fuck
It
about
ain't
that.
authentic. I'm sorry.
You gotta relax.
Yeah,
You gotta
sorry.
relax. The only gripe I have with margaritas is that the bottom crust is not crunchy enough.
Because it should be fresh out
Be
the
hot.
oven.
You gotta. Then there's nowhere to sit. Now
But
you
that's
gotta.
but that's what I'm saying.
Then
no.
you
But
take a
it's
sip of the
difference.
ice fruit punch.
No, because it's
And it
like when you go to
cools
other
it down.
pizzerias,
You chilling.
you go to other pizzerias anywhere, and they give you your slice, whatever. Yeah, it's not crunchy, whatever. But margaritas, nigga, it's a different level of not crunchy.
If I wanted crunchy, I would eat chips.
And I don't want
Clutch
it
would
to
be
I don't want
here.
it to be crunch, but like can it support the cheese a
No,
little more?
Clutch would be here
No.
talking. What you talking about is the flop. It's the
It's the
Yeah,
flop.
it's
Clutch.
very
It's
floppy.
too much.
yeah.
Like
It's very
a lot of
Too
pizzas,
bad.
they flop
It's
and flop in
margaritas.
the middle. Nigga, margaritas, that shit
Margaritas.
flop all the
Yes,
way up to
it's
the
like-
neck. That shit be crazy.
Come on.
And
It's-
then sometimes, nigga, and I like this part, I ain't gonna lie. Like all your cheese will fall off of me on the plate. You like, fuck it, nigga. I'm
And then I'll eat it right after. I don't
shit
care. I'm
wild
fine with it.
That's
I'm fine.
crazy.
dumb good.
I am fine with that.
I had Gabby's
Listen.
recently. That shit is ass.
Listen, no,
Doughy.
no, please. It's the authenticity. I want Salvatore
And I paid
making my
$100.
pizza. I don't want
Okay.
And I paid like
You know
$1
that.
for one slice. I was mad at hell.
making
nigga.
my pizza.
Hold on.
These are one of
What
the-
you got against the Mexican?
Nothing,
pizza?
but I want some authentic pizza.
That is authentic
pizza.
pizza.
Margaritas.
Not when
That's
Juan is
authentic.
making it.
Gabby's is authentic.
You
That's
bugging.
Margaritas.
Not when
authentic.
Juan is making it.
Listen, if Chad can make burritos, Juan can make pizza, nigga. What you talking about?
That's authentic
man. I'm going to Sal.
Italian American.
I'm
Come
going
on.
to Sal.
You got
Nah,
homies
man.
now doing
Sal got to put
deliveries
black people on the wall. Forget
for
that.
a little China and Chongqing Chinese food.
There used to
Alright.
be a pizzeria on Linden and 198, I think, like going towards Cambria, right where like that block where Golden Crust and all of that is at.
Okay.
And they used to have the arcade and all that.
Yeah,
Them
yo,
niggas had- their
bro.
pizza was
Mhm.
They
popping.
pizza was banging
Pizza,
too.
calzone, all
Their
that.
pizza
And
was
one day
banging
I
too.
walked up there and them niggas was gone.
Gone.
Yo, like we used to go
what
in there.
happened?
We used to go in there and
It's
play
a lot
Street
going
Fighter
on.
after school.
Yeah,
You know what
exactly.
I'm saying?
Yep.
And they had the that's the first place I had a beef patty with cheese and pepperoni was there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
fire. But
the next thing
it's
you know,
going now.
I went
Yeah.
there.
That's
a-
I
I
went
ain't
there
never had a
after
pizza.
Regions. I went there after Regions and they was dubbed. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I never had pizza that was that good ever again either.
I did.
Bro,
It's
yeah.
I
called
remember that pizza
Margaritas.
spot. It's a lot
Yeah.
going on, Linden, though. It's a lot.
Yeah,
All right,
Linden
so-
look wild dilapidated.
I do like Gabby's though. I do like Gabby's. It's
Nah,
just
man.
margaritas
Gabby's,
is
You know what?
Gabby's ain't trash.
Fall off
It's
the
not
bone.
You know
better
what?
than
Maybe I was
Margaritas.
just
Not
mad
off the
because I
bone.
had to pay like $5 for that slice.
That's
it's
another
both
thing.
expensive.
You're overpriced.
I say that.
Because then and now
they
I'm
both
paying-
overpriced
Now
now.
I'm paying
though.
all
Yeah.
that bread and it don't
Margaritas
even
got
taste that good.
reasons.
Now I'm pissed.
But at least Margaritas ain't no
Yeah.
$4 or $5.
That shit pissed me off. I
Nah,
couldn't even get
margarita's expensive now. I ain't gonna lie.
I was popped that day too, nigga. I couldn't even get a drink, nigga. I was like, God damn. I guess I'm gonna drink the rest of this water that's in my
Yeah.
fucking pocket. Nigga.
Gotta drink the oil, nigga, from the pizza. That's it. That's the drink, nigga.
Fall off the plate.
oil. No.
Nah, I just
Oh my gosh.
I just had to get it right though. I had to get it right though.
Yo.
But y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. You know,
Them
she
be
she
so
team
broke.
Gabby's.
You gotta
Gabby.
be like. All right, I got two
What?
questions, right?
What's
Uh-huh.
up?
And then we're gonna get into the performances. So
Maybe.
for a long time, you've been saying Lady Rebel. You've been a part of the Dope Rebels. And we definitely do not have no qualms with that at all.
Right.
Like Fancy is definitely Dope Rebels.
Right.
What made you feel like you need to be a part of the team? What is it about the squad that was like, these are my bros right here. Like, yeah, this is the team I need to be down with.
Honestly, for me not knowing y'all from a hole in the wall, right?
Mhm.
I don't remember which one of y'all hit me up first. Probably Mo. Right.
More than likely.
Yeah, more than likely
More
Mo.
than likely it was Mo.
And from the first time I walked into the nest,
Hey.
Yo, relax.
the first
To
time
the
I
next.
walked into the venue at the
Yeah, there
nest.
you go.
and literally from the door, from Bex to walking into, hey Rico, what's up? Introducing myself to y'all. It was just y'all just give off a great vibe. I really fuck with y'all. We can curse on here.
Yeah.
I've been cursing
I
all
fuck with
damn
y'all. You
episode.
definitely have.
I gotta
Nah,
watch it. I gotta relax.
I honestly, truly fuck with y'all. Y'all just give off a great energy. Like, y'all treated me like family. I felt like it's the day I met y'all, it was just like love. Like, honestly, love. And I'm like, oh, they fire.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be Suge Knight and I'm taking over and I'm dangling niggas off the balcony.
She was coming onto the stage like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Lady Rebel is here. I don't care what they gotta say about it.
Yeah, so I'm
here.
taking over.
And we was like, all right.
Hell yeah.
I'm dangling niggas off the balcony.
Fuck it, why not?
Taking advances
Why
and
not?
all of that. Like,
Yeah.
Wow.
but nah, y'all really, I was.
Officially, unofficial, but officially.
Yeah. I was saying,
she is the
on
first
some
lady
like,
of the Dope Rebel.
to show you, I really, really fuck with y'all. Like, I really, really do.
Nah, vice
All right,
versa.
so next
For
photo
sure.
shoot, you gotta be in it.
You know,
Yeah,
Mo
yeah.
was like, listen, you might as well come fuck with us.
Why you sound just like him?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what you
Yo.
think you waiting
All these
on.
other niggas ain't doing what they doing. They ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Mo not even
Sound
gonna
just
say all
like
that. He just gonna be like, oh, you don't got a choice. That's
You
it.
ain't
You was
gotta-
already in.
You ain't got a
be on
choice.
somebody,
Yeah.
you thought this was a decision making thing?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Oh my
Exactly.
gosh.
And the other
But yeah.
question I got for you, you really cheat on that nigga 10 times?
Word. Word.
The get back.
Good question.
The
Good
nigga
question.
cheated on her crazy after giving her all. And she just to get her lick, but she on that nigga 10 times, spun the block with a couple niggas.
Now that's
Like,
one of the dopest lyrics in the joint.
10 times.
That's crazy.
We was listening to the song on the way here. I'm like,
I tell you, I
we
did.
was talking in the car too.
nah,
so
but like,
was
I mean, I heard it a couple times, but it was like, what? Fuck that nigga for real. But damn.
nah, that's
I tell y'all
10
this.
times.
I'll
10
give y'all a
times?
backstory. This was a relationship a while ago, like this high school going into college type, right? We was together for like 4 or 5 years or whatever. Like had my name tattooed,
Young love.
which is crazy. You have my name tattooed, which is still shows. You could try to cover it up, but it's right here, so it's always gonna fade.
Mm.
But I say that to say, you do all that dumb shit. Why you do that? I check phones. I check phones. I do phone checking and I
My
check
password.
phones. So I
Crash
check
Bandicoot.
so I checked
Facts.
the phone. No, it wasn't even that. You know what it was? I woke up one day and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sign into his Facebook. And
You know what?
that's what happened.
Pack her up.
I just had that gut. You know what?
You know what?
My intuition.
Yeah, intuition.
I'm not even
You
gonna
was a
say
snooper.
rarely. My intuition is never wrong. I woke up. I had a final. I had
Why
a
would you
bio.
do all this
Listen.
dumb shit and she got all your information.
Listen,
That's the
exactly. Come on. I woke up, I had a biochemistry final.
Mhm.
And I woke up like, I just felt it. I put in my government name and the number 9 at the end, right? That was the password. Incorrect password.
Oh.
Wait, but let me try.
God.
Betty
Rookie.
sneaky.
Let me try Sarita 10. I get in. I'm like, stupid. Why
Wow.
would you do that? I get in, I see what I see. And I basically told dude, like, yo, I don't want to continue this. You wanted to continue it. I told you I don't want to be in a relationship. You wanted to try and try. I said no. I said, you know what? Cool. I'm gonna do me. So if you want to, I'm gonna do me.
Gangster.
Oh, so you
Didn't mean.
didn't cheat. You gave forewarning. You gave fair warning. and
Game
he
for
just-
one,
I
if
gave
we
fair
do continue,
warning, but
I'm
then-
going to cheat.
What I would
This-
say, I
this
You thought I was
all-
putting one.
All right, we could be together, but this is an open relationship. I
Right.
hope you understand.
But I'll be guilty. I still kind of kind of played around with him, like, yeah, we together type, but I knew what I was doing. So
Yeah.
it was a
Keep-
it was a
keeping it
false open
PG.
relationship. This is what
Yeah.
you wanted.
like
Wow.
I will love you with my all. Just you break that, then it's like, oh, you might as well listen. That's it. I can't trust you no more. It's
10
over.
niggas. That,
What?
That's
Hey,
crazy.
it's-
Watch when we drop this clip.
That's right.
That's right.
He probably
He won't be over there on some.
he gonna be playing with his mole on his hand.
He was
Oh my God. You gonna cry in the car.
over here like this.
Damn girl.
It's gonna be like,
That
what's
reminded
wrong
me
with
of
you? Mind your
old
business, woman.
time.
Right. Next thing you know, he out your crib playing Boys to Men out the window.
When I say fancy,
Oh my god.
Nah,
I'm
Nah, you gonna
dead.
be playing that.
you better not
angry-
do that.
You gonna be
Yeah.
playing that angry ass song. Fuck what I said. It don't mean shit. Out the window like.
Yo, I
And whoever his
can't.
girl is at the time gonna be like, "What's wrong with you, man? Watch out, watch out."
Hey man, watch out.
oh, that's a joke.
Oh my
I'm
God.
holding the porch now. Leave me alone.
Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name DJ Solar.
This is your boy DJ Rick and
The guy in the
Mortis.
chair as always.
Cooper Stein.
Yeah, and this has been Tap In Radio. Before we get up out of here, Fancybabylaflare is gonna get Busy. We see you in a bit.
Paya.
What's good, y'all? It's your girl Fancybabylaflare representing that Big Queens, and this is Tap In Radio. Look, how many jaws I had to pick up off the floor. Can't name a challenge I've endured. Maybe I'm overlooking, but can't spot a flaw or an entity on same accords. The way that I have soared, at times I'm bored, but lackluster is something I can't afford or deserve. Truthfully, I feel that's all I deserve. Painting these pictures with these strokes with these words. I went back to basics, composition books where I purge. If you looking for that real, this arsenal is fully submerged. Pardon my cadence, I jump in booths and I go Super Saiyan with Super Saiyans. For those of you who new, get true acquainted. Gruesome statement. You mentioned fancy with anything other than greatness. How many necks have I turned? I wish I could show you that face when I'm ripping up stages. Top tier. Poke my chest out, cause I'm not fond of fear. Ironic. Anything less than sharp is something I cannot spare. Come take a walk with me, let's kick and giggle. Lend me your ear. I dare for you to tell me my flow is one you often will hear. Imagine me putting money, sweat, and some tears just to not see a recoupment. That's something that I often do fear. I'm coming for mine though. You only get the slice, not the whole pie. So you better make your rounds like it's Costco's. Give them a little with some and that's final. I broke my back for Shantae's interlude. I'm talking spinal. Imagine all this unreleased heat in this clip that's stifled. That tower competition got me feeling very eyeful. Look, on dirt, truthfully, I feel that's all I deserve. Painting these pictures with these strokes with these words. I went back to basics, composition books where I purge. If you looking for that real, this arsenal is truly submerged. Hors d'oeuvre, truthfully, I feel that's all I deserve. Painting these pictures with these strokes with these words. I went back to basics, composition books where I purge. If you looking for that real, look, arsenal is truly submerged. Imagine me giving recipes on how I cook with ease. In any stew I land, I breeze like I'm from West Indies. Not one for talking, but look, listen, please don't get the flexing G's. All that puffing up could get you crunched. Worth the chest of cheese and plus there's Northside Queens all in my blood. It ain't no West Indies. And may I say, if you mention greats, better mention me. Lyrically spraying. If you at bay, I give your chest a peek. The way I bit arms, I'm like goodness gracious. I feel like centipedes. I see the way your heart beat. You ain't gon' get it, cause you ain't got it. When I go at this cane, this world's an ashtray to me, I'm modest. Imagine Flash trying to fill these pockets. I just tell him join the horsemen and whoever else is riding on cocky. Now if they ask was loyalty, Kiki got me. Cause I know at any moment, if I ask her and I need her, she got me. The only way you pull my card if it's Monty. I tried to look for competition, can't spot him, hold up, don't get the whole entree or dirt. Truthfully, I feel that's all I deserve. Painting these pictures with these strokes. Look, I went back to basics, composition books where I purge. If you looking for that real, this arsenal is truly submerged or dirt. Truthfully, I feel that's all I deserve. Painting these pictures with these strokes of these words. I went back to basics, composition books where I purge. If you looking for that real, this arsenal is truly submerged or dirt. Alright, so this next track is called Hold It Down on my next EP, Hors d'oeuvre, so check it out. Hey, hold it down. Hey, baby, hold it. Look. He called me señorita, taller than average, she like my features. I said I'm fancy, baby, pleased to meet ya. Not one for the talking, but known to hit volume of speakers. You hit spots that's often hard to reach ya. You look determined, I wanna see her. And my hypothesis was semi-accurate. When I often think about it, imagine bliss. You can hit it over and over, I'm talking badger it. I often daydream about it, I imagine it. With all due respect, I give you this ass to kiss. Make love to me, baby, that passionate, that screaming, scratching. Oh yeah, that nasty shit, jack of all trades. But I can show you I ain't average, and I can show to you that I'm chasing after it. Now hold it down, baby. 10 toes to the ground, baby, for the crown, baby. I wanna keep you around, baby. Hold it down, hey, baby. Hold it down, hold it down, hold it. Now hold it down, baby. 10 toes to the ground, baby, for the crown, baby. I wanna keep you around. Wait, now hold it down, hold it down, hold it down. Look, hey boy, you got me open. If we talking motion, got me soaking. Licking your lips, oh boy, you provoking. And boy, you like my surgeon. The way you splitting me open, seeing ligaments I never noticed. Like out, see you in the daytime, I can't wait until it's lights. Picture you like Rick James, grind your feet in my couch. Mi casa, su casa, we chose on taking that route. I had a nigga but stabbed out, lashed out. Hasa Diddy, not Miss Say they fuck with me, big dog far from itsy bitsy. Is you with me? We like all of the same things. Coincidentally, he ain't go to 34, but he from my side of the city. Ooh, just like PE class in middle school. Get physical for you, boy. I swear I've been the truth, even if minuscule. Truth be told, you been the truth. Cut my starting five for you. If we talking statistics, you average triple doubles. Hold it down, 10 toes to the ground for the crown. Wanna keep you around, baby. Hold it down, hold it down, hold it down, hold it, ayy, hold it down, baby. 10 toes to the ground, baby, for the crown, baby. I wanna keep you around, baby. Hold it down, hey, hold it down, hey, hold it down, hey, hold it down. Now hold it down, hold it down. Hey, baby, hold it down. 10 toes to the ground, hey, for the crown, baby. Hold it down. Yeah. Fancy.
Yeah. That was fire. That was fire. Yes, sir. Yeah, Fancy bored us to death, you heard? Come on down. So, once again, I go by the name of DJ Solar.
It's your boy DJ Rick and Morty.
The guy in the chair over there, Sly poolside, Fancy the Flare, just barred down. Tap In Radio. We out.
We out.
Tap In Radio.